He acts, he sings, he produces, and most importantly, he makes us laugh out loud every single day with his hilarious sketches. You've seen his face in everything from Burger King commercials to Yo Gotti's Down in the DM video. Now, if this young talent is the future of entertainment, then the industry is looking pretty bright. Everyone get excited because I'm sitting down with digital influencer, social media celebrity, Reggie Couz, as in Cozy, on AFTERBUZZ TV's Spotlight On.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Go ahead and hit that note, hit that note.
You say you're done, you're moving on. This ain't the world that it used to be.
Serenaded on a Wednesday afternoon.
Looks like you won. Sick of leaving messages on yourself.
What?
A true love, but when I'm not there.
This is how we do it
You had somebody
on AFTERBUZZ TV. Spotlight on.
They mess me up, but that's not fair.
I don't want to interrupt you, Reggie,
Want to talk to
so I won't.
on the side. Waiting for my love to break us. I love that song so much.
I love it when you serenade me.
Oh, no problem. You know, this is what I do. You know, I want to make people feel good. So.
Well, I'm feeling pretty tingly inside now. Hi guys, you're watching Spotlight on AFTERBUZZ TV. I'm Erica Renee Davis. You can find me on Snapchat, Insta Story, but my Insta Story just froze, and on Periscope sometimes, and on Snapchat at Erica Renee D. Reggie, where can the people find you?
They can find me at Reggie Couz, everything. Reggie, REGGIE, COUZ, on Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. Everything is the same. So it's no excuse, all right?
No excuse.
Not to find me.
There's no excuse not to be one of Reggie's 1.2 million Instagram followers.
You know, I don't brag. You know, I do what I can. And it took a long time to get there, but we here.
We are here.
You know, we definitely
You
here.
started from the bottom, perhaps?
Absolutely from the bottom. No shout outs. Straight grinding, actually doing the videos, editing them. It's been rough, but for the most part, I cannot complain about the love that I'm getting now and people appreciating my stuff. So it's always awesome.
Now, in your intro, I described you as a digital influencer / social media celebrity. Do you get offended when people put the social media before the celebrity? Like, is that like a distinction that bothers you?
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, I offended you.
No. Not that. It's more so of like, because people know me from Vine, and they call me like Vine Star, and it's like, come on, I'm doing Instagram, I'm doing Facebook now, I'm doing a bunch of different stuff. So if anything, I'd rather people say a social media influencer.
Okay.
So you're on the right path.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not, you know, getting on you about that. But when people say they're the Vine Star thing, it's kind of like, okay, all right. But I did start it from Vine.
So you started from Vine, which was, I guess, now the bottom, because you kind of like,
Yeah, I know, right?
Right? I mean, I don't know, though, because people made a lot of money from Vine.
Yeah, but it was at a time where everybody was on Vine at one point, and then things just started getting a little bit out of hand because of the fact that Facebook was doing longer videos. Instagram just bumped it up to a minute, so it's kind of like people want more content, people want to see more us. So now, you know, Vine was just kind of like a thing where like, it's only with so much you can do in 6 seconds. But they are doing like the longer version of stuff too. So.
On Vine now? Had no idea.
Yeah, they have the 6 seconds, and then I think you have like 2 minutes and 45 sequends now.
Okay.
That you can put it on there.
Okay, well, let's backtrack a little bit. So you, Reggie, are originally from New Jersey.
Yes.
Were you a musical theater kid? Like,
Yes.
how did you become so involved and so famous? How did this happen?
So, all right, funny story. I went to Cicely Tyson Community School of Performing and Fine Arts. Shout out to y'all. I studied vocal. I was doing a lot of classical music. I was studying classical music. Then I went to college in the University of the Arts. Shout out to y'all too.
That's Pennsylvania? Where is that?
Pennsylvania.
Okay,
yeah.
I have some friends who went there.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
So yeah, I went there and I studied for vocal performance. I was studying in different languages as far as Italian, German, Russian, pretty much all. I couldn't go to the school anymore because of the money situation. You know how that goes. You know, tuition kicks in. And,
how much was tuition a year?
Oh my gosh.
University of the Arts?
I can't even remember. It was a lot. I'm still paying student loans. So, but that's the life.
Come on, Hillary Clinton or whoever.
Help us, please. So I was doing that, and I couldn't go to the school anymore, like I said. And then I had to go to school in state, which was King University, studying the same thing, but I wasn't really feeling it. But in the process, I was doing the Vine as well. So I told my mom, yeah, so listen, I'm not really feeling the music program at Keene, and I have like 300,000 followers on Vine, and I want to kind of pursue that, which means I actually have to
Quit school.
time off of school.
Quit school.
So, well, yeah, pretty much.
Quit.
Pretty much.
Mom, I'm quitting college. Did you get cursed out?
No, she was just like, hey, I don't understand how you're gonna make money off of this, but I'm willing to learn, and I want to see the process, and since you already started something, I'll just give you a shot. But if nothing works the next year, you're going back to school. Fair enough.
Shout out, Mom, for being so supportive.
Shout out to her. I love her so much for actually doing that and understanding, because you know how parents are. They're like, man, forget that. You're going to school. You can do both. You know what I mean? So definitely I appreciate her doing that. But in the process, after, the whole school thing kind of went out, and then the funny thing was, I mean, it's not really funny. It's actually kind of terrible. The day after my semester was done, my mom broke her leg. Yeah. So it was kind of like almost that I was probably going to take time off of school anyway, because I have to. Exactly. Yeah. So I was helping her around the house and still doing my Vines and stuff like that. And progressively, I was doing very well on Vine.
Now, at this point where you had 300,000 followers on Vine, were you already starting to make money from Vine?
Yeah, little apps and stuff like that. They would do, stuff like that. But for the most part, oh, excuse me, I gotta get some water.
Get some water.
It's something's going on.
Sometimes we try to trick our guests here at AfterBuzz TV and roofie their water, so when they get thirsty, they drink it, then they pass out.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
They would take their money.
Sometimes I get like this little tingly thing, and it's weird. It's super weird. I don't know, because every time I tell people like, I get something weird in the back of my throat. Anyway, on topic. I was doing the Vine thing, and I was getting money and stuff like that, and then I was with the agency called WME, William Morris.
Yeah. So you were already rep by William Morris when you were still living in Jersey.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, was doing that, and then they kind of pitched me to Awesomeness TV, which is owned by Brian Robbins, and he was extremely impressed of what I've done as far as all my characters and things like that. So he's like, I really want you to come out here in LA and kind of shoot for us and do a bunch of videos and things like that. So I'm like, that's dope. I mean, I would love to do it, but I need, some money to get out there and actually, do that. So he was like, oh, no problem. So then around, say maybe late October, I'm here. And
so all this is just coming into fruition. You're just moving to Los Angeles.
Maybe I've been here for 2 years.
Okay, gotcha. You said late October. I thought maybe late October last year.
Yeah, late October 2014.
Gotcha. Okay, nice. Okay, so got your start on Vine, musical theater kid. You now spend a lot of your energy on social media sketches on Instagram.
Yes.
Take us through how you come up with the idea, what it's like from the rooter to the tutor, from coming up with it to shooting it to filming it to editing it.
Right.
What is that process like?
Okay. Well, first I get the idea, of course. But it's more so the thing about social media, right? Like everybody has similar ideas, right? It's just a matter of how authentic it looks and how it's distinctively you. So usually I'll do something that's like, teachers or parents or,
pastors.
Pastors, certain situations that may occur, or most of them are actually true stories. But I do that first. That's the foundation. Then what I do is I write a few things down just to kind of, because usually I don't really like, I'm going to write it out and then I'm going to shoot it. I usually just kind of shoot it and things just kind of come. And
so you bootleg it, freestyle it.
Pretty much. Yeah, basically. I do that. I shoot it, of course, and I'm so picky with my stuff. Like I would literally shoot the same word but saying it differently, so it makes the video look great, you know? I'm just really like, oh no, that wasn't right. I didn't say the word right. Even though I said the word, it needs to be the tone of it, you know. I'm just extremely fascinated by it needs to be correct.
The devil's in the details.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Couz.
And after I do that, I edit it and stuff. Maybe I say all together it probably takes like 30 to an hour.
That's all? For
Yeah.
each of your Instagram videos, an hour tops.
Especially for the 1 minute ones.
That's really good.
Yeah, you know,
not bad.
it's a process. It's definitely a process, and it's, you know, once you get used to it and you actually get a schedule to where like, all right, I'm gonna shoot something today, it's really not big of a deal for me.
So we've got characters like Pastor Riley. We got Mr. Johnson's choir. We have your dad, like the guy. You know, you play your dad, obviously. Tell me about how true to life are these experiences?
Oh
like,
my gosh.
like is that dad or your uncles in these sketches? Is that really the kind of male figure that you grew up with? And the pastors taking the money from the congregation. Were you a part of a church where you felt like the pastor was stealing the money from the congregation?
Man.
Hate to put,
I'm gonna tell you the
putting you on
story,
blast
right?
in New Jersey.
I'm gonna tell you the story. It was really weird. A girl invited me to come to her church one day. Haven't been to church in a while.
Here or New Jersey?
In New Jersey.
Okay.
Haven't been there in a while. It's kind of, you know, still new or whatever. So, of course, you know, just to be respectful in the house of the Lord, I come in there dressed very nice with the tie, you know what I mean? Make sure I'm presentable, you know, when I step into the Lord's house.
And what ethnicity was this girl?
She was black.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was a black church.
Okay.
So we went there, and it was extremely hot that day, especially in the church, which was, oh my gosh, flashbacks. It was extremely hot, and I went in there, and like most people were in there with like jeans, tank top, you know, fitted cap. What is going on? So now I'm looking like, all right, I'm feeling a little bit out of place. Like, is there a new, you know, ritual that you don't have to show up, you know, dressed?
It's really now come as you are these days.
Yeah, I totally get it, you know, but if you haven't, why not? So I was, you know, waiting. The church didn't start for an hour. You know how they be
CP
hella
time.
late.
CP time.
Hella late.
Praise God.
They was hella late. And then the pastor came out. He started talking and stuff like that. And he didn't even have a robe. Like, you know how like they'll have like the robe on with the, you know, the colors and stuff like that. You know, make it preacher like. He came in there with like a polo, some jeans, and like some Adidas. I'm like, all right, do your thing. When he started preaching, you know, of course they get a little bit out of hand, and you know they do
Banging.
all of this stuff, and then you got people, you know, running on the aisles and people crying, and I felt really out of place because I didn't feel like crying. I felt like more so of, you know, kind of listening to what he was trying to say. But for the most part, you know, it was this one thing where he was like, hey, you know, we need donations for the church, and the more you put in, the more money you put in, the more your dreams come true.
See, that's how they get you.
You know, and I was like, wait a minute. Okay, something's wrong. I never heard this saying before. I've been to church before, but that's like, he hustling. I get it. But people were really out there putting like their whole paychecks. And I'm like, okay, listen, I gotta eat. I still got bills.
Right.
I still got car notes. You know what I
Right.
mean? So I can't be doing all that. So yeah, everybody get an envelope or whatever. And then, you know, I couldn't give anything because I just felt like it didn't really feel genuine. I know that's messed up, but hey, God know that. Listen.
God knows your heart.
Yeah, he knows your heart.
He knows your
You
heart.
know, I wanted to, but I'm like, listen, it should be no reason why the church is hot right now. All right? Listen. If you think about it, right? All the money that they getting every Sunday is still hot. You know, it's about 500, 600 people in there, yo.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
So that pastor actually made me like say like, yo, like it's really people out here that do that. And especially I don't know if you heard of the show Preachers of LA.
Of course.
Oh my gosh. It is so like it's extremely fascinating to see them driving Bentleys to the hood.
To the hood.
Like down in the hood. Like,
Did you grow up attending church?
I haven't.
Okay, so this is one of your first experiences?
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's why you were so fascinated.
Right. I was
Okay.
like, wow, this is
This is typical of the black church.
Really?
I'm a preacher's kid,
Okay.
and this is typical.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
But and off topic a little bit. You know the church. The congregation is supposed to give to the church,
Right.
so that the church building can stay running and so that you can do outreach, you can have outreach efforts to help your community,
Right.
blah, 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 blah. But when you do take it to the other extreme of the preachers in LA who are driving Bentleys going into the hood,
Yeah.
there has to be, I think, a balance between using the money from the congregation
Absolutely.
and building off the backs of poor people to become a
Absolutely.
billionaire, a millionaire, versus using the money to live reasonably comfortable and, driving something that's reasonable.
Absolutely. And
We're on the same page there, though.
I see this all the time, right? Like, preachers always shame us, like, especially like artists like Chris Brown or, like Yo Gotti, those guys that actually go out and they tour and perform. But I always tell this to my mom, like, it's no different to what pastors doing and what artists is doing. They go out, they tour, they go out and they fly to, wherever country. They travel, and they get money off of it.
Yeah.
Right? So, hey, I just don't make it seem like, you're holy. We're all human, right? And you're not any higher than any other person, So
that was
that's
the inspiration. Was it Pastor Riley or
Pastor Riley.
That was Pastor Riley.
Yes.
Okay.
That's Pastor Riley.
That's the Pastor Riley
hustler.
story.
He get
Pastor
it.
Riley is getting that
He
money on
gotta get it.
Instagram.
He's got to get it.
Okay, so TV timeout. Here at AfterBuzz TV, we play games when we have Spotlight on. So we're going to
Okay.
take a little
All right.
commercial, not really commercial, but a little break for a little game.
Okay.
Now,
I'm with it.
the rules of the game are that you have to just answer the question completely off cuff,
All right.
and you have to answer the question. You
Okay.
can't skip.
All right.
This is
Okay.
not like, what's the game where you can skip answer? I don't know, but this is not one of the games where you can skip.
Okay.
You have to
Got
answer
you.
everything. Okay. I'm going to throw out some names of some social media influencers.
Okay.
You have to say the very first thing that comes to mind. One word or a phrase. The very first thing that comes to mind.
All right.
Okay, you ready?
I think I am.
You're ready. Amanda Cerny.
Oh, one word, right?
One word. You've already thought of what you want to say, but you haven't said it.
I don't know. Oh my gosh.
You're not even playing fair already.
All right. One word.
Or a phrase.
I actually think of Playboy.
Okay, that's why you can listen. Here at AfterBuzz, we're honest. We're honest.
I actually think of Playboy.
Okay.
Actually.
Batch.
Honestly, truly.
Honestly, truly. Honestly, truly. Batch.
King Batch. Hilarious.
I am Brandon.
Iconic.
I am Zoe.
I am Zoe. Oh my gosh, who is she?
Zoe, the guy from Atlanta. He did the video. If you call him daddy, I know you getting in the panties.
Oh my
Daddy.
gosh.
He follows you actually.
He does?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
See,
Oh man.
you just lost the followers. Okay, next.
Oh my gosh. I gotta follow him back.
Jahan Jones.
Crazy. Crazy.
Zach King.
Zach King. I'm trying to figure out who that is. Oh, is that
I can't. Yes, but
Zach King? I think
is he?
I say creative.
Creative. Okay.
Creative.
You failed that game miserably.
Oh my gosh.
That was bad.
Come on, I can get a 70%. 60?
60, 62. That was bad.
Can I get a 64?
That was bad. You have another time. You don't look at the questions.
Oh.
Don't look. It's okay. We're gonna go. We'll come back to another game. You have a chance to redeem yourself.
Okay.
Most people do
Cool.
very poorly the first game, actually.
Yeah, I was like, I had to think of the people, and then like I didn't want to, say something. It's like, oh no, take that back, and then it's like, no, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Well, you could take it back, but it's already on air. So
Yeah. Well.
We're live.
Yeah. So that wouldn't be. any help anyway.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Were you a disruptive kid in class? Because a lot of your videos, you're a bad son, you're listening to the rap music, you're not doing your homework, you're cheating on the health test. You seem like the stereotypical bad kid who is going to go to the principal's office.
I wasn't bad. I just did a lot of silly things. We all got our friend in trouble at one point, you know, by doing something, calling their name or something. But I was a really good kid, actually. The only thing that I had a problem with is actually doing homework and classwork. So
that's the whole point of school.
That's why I didn't like school. That's why I dropped out. I'm like, forget this. I'm not doing this anymore. But yeah, for the most part, I was a good kid.
Okay.
I think I was.
I don't know.
I mean, my mom didn't have any problems. I mean, the only thing that was really, really bad, like was really low, is I changed my report card.
What grade?
Sophomore.
Year in high school.
Second.
Yeah. Okay. So you changed your report card when you were in high school.
Yeah, I changed it in high school.
Okay.
Never in college. Oh my God.
I mean, I don't know.
Oh my God. That's what I would have got expelled. Period. No questions. Yeah, but I did that in my sophomore year, and that was like probably the worst years of my life.
And you got caught, and what happened?
Yeah, so I sent it. Well, I had like 2 Fs, math and English. Those are like 2 of the most important classes.
Right.
So I got that. So I'm like, I mean, I can't show my mom this. Like, what? She's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
So I changed. I think I changed the math to like a C and like English to a B. You know, kind of.
Well, you went from an F to a B.
I try to make it a little bit believable, you know, like
That's not believable.
What am I gonna say? Like, oh yeah, I fail English even though I speak it. Yeah, it's probably not. It's not gonna end well. So I did that, and I gave my mom my report card, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, she did so well." And then I told her that the system was a little crazy, you know. So no, I showed her the first report card, which were the 2 Fs. And then I told her, like, they were saying the machines were going crazy or whatever, and I'm going to get a new one next week.
Oh, my gosh,
So I had time to kind of switch around my grades a little bit, and then I sent it to her again, and she was like, oh, my gosh, you did so well. I got to go up there and see, you know, what they doing up there, because they got your grades completely wrong. So I'm like, oh, my God. So the next day I'm thinking that she's going to come in, and she didn't. So I'm like, all right, cool. And then, like, day 2 went by, 3, 4, 5. I'm like, I might be straight. She came in there on like Tuesday of like next.
She knew you were lying.
Yeah. So, I got in a car when school was over, and she was like, "So, you got anything you want to say to me?" So I'm like, "Oh man." I'm like, "No, I don't really think so." And she goes, "So that's your real report card?" I said, "Damn." I'm like, I'm probably gonna get my ass whipped. So we go in there and like, we're gonna talk to Miss Frazier, which was the teacher, my geometry teacher, and we're gonna see how bad you really failing. So I'm thinking that maybe she's gonna come in tomorrow and kind of talk. But no, she wanted to do that today.
Good job,
she wanted
Mom.
to get to the bottom of it. So we got there, and she was like, "Yeah, he's in danger of failing again." This was going on the second period. He's in danger of failing again, and you know, I think they had a thing called end grade when they show like everything you didn't do, and you know all the things that matched up. And it was like a 35.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah. I wasn't, you know, the best in school.
Okay.
But I straight A's in music though.
I was gonna say, but you're creative as hell.
Straight A's, no problem.
Killing that music. Killing the music.
That probably boosted up to like a 2.7, like alone. But other than that, that's pretty much my sophomore life. I absolutely hated it. I dread the day.
That's okay. We're past that now.
Yeah, we passed it.
We're past that.
We passed it. We here.
Now, speaking of music, your Know Your President's video has been one of your most viewed on Insta and on YouTube, where if you guys haven't seen the Know Your President's video,
watch it.
You have to watch it, because whenever I play Jeopardy or whatever, I never know I know like the last 10. But watching that video,
you know all of them, right?
Well, I don't, but I could learn them.
Oh, you can?
I could from that video.
Yeah.
It was genius. What was the inspiration behind that?
Oh man. So I usually make a lot of beats. So, I kind of raise the bar and things like that. That's one of the things where I enjoy doing, but I never kind of release. But the beat was really hard.
It was good.
Yo, I got to do something with it. And then I'm like, what if I do the presidents and see how it worked?
That came out of nowhere though, like the presidents. Like,
yeah, like no, literally. Like I was like, maybe I can kind of see where it goes as far as like, because I didn't know, like, because everybody's names is kind of different.
Yeah.
And at first I was trying to make it rhyme, and notice that I said yeah all the way up to linking.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. So all of those names didn't match, but after that, everything started flowing. So that was like, great, thank you, God, because I didn't want to like start and then when I get to a certain president, I'm like, oh, forget it. I don't want to do it anymore. So
forget that part of history. That's not
right,
important.
yeah, exactly, right. And I wanted to finish it because it was just so, I just was moved. And it was kind of like, all right, I'm gonna do the presidents, and then like I was actually messing up their names a little bit, so I had to like watch a few YouTube videos to make sure I'm saying it right. It was like, I think one of them was Eisenhower. It's not Eisenhower. It's
Eisenhower, yeah.
Yeah, so I had to go back and change it and all this other stuff. And then I sent it to my mom to make sure she got the approval,
Right.
like making sure like, nope, that's wrong. Because she did that with the Know Your States too.
Okay. Which I have to confront you about that in a second.
What? Okay.
We'll get there in a minute.
So yeah, it was more so of like just go with the flow, see if it works, and hopefully it'll be perceived well.
Oh God, will it be? It has been.
No.
Yes.
Thank you so much. If everybody who supported that, I really appreciate it. It took me like about 4 or 5 hours. Then mixing it is another 8. So thank you very much.
Awesome. Now, when I was growing up in the 90s, back in the day, we had a 50-state song. But
Okay.
it was alphabetical order. So it was like Alabama and Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, and Connecticut, and more Delaware, whatever. Your song is not in any particular order. Like,
It's not.
Tell me why.
All right. So
The 50-state song, guys. Go look at it on YouTube. Is it on Instagram too?
Yes, it's on Instagram and it's on my YouTube channel, Reggie Couz. See, everything is Reggie Couz. I'm making it very easy for y'all.
You are. C-O-U-Z.
C-O-U-Z.
But pronounced like cozy.
Yeah.
Not in alphabetical order, and not even order of how they became parts of the union.
Yeah.
I was upset about that.
Yeah. I mean, all right. Put it this way, right?
I'm upset.
When I did it, I wanted to make it sound cool. Because the thing about, we don't mind learning, like, because this older, like my parents and stuff like that, they'll say like, oh, y'all kids don't want to learn that, and all y'all want to do is be on the Instagram and the Insta chat and all that other stuff. But we like things to sound cool, right? So I would have done it in alphabetical order, but it would have been a little weird because of the fact that, I got Colorado, Ohio, they sound really similar. New Mexico, I wanted to put all of them in one phrase so it sounds a lot better.
It's a good video, but I was like, now wait till I have to confront him about
and then
this.
you can always put it in alphabetical order yourself.
Well, yeah, you're my teacher. I want you to do it for me. How can I learn from the teacher?
You gotta do some of the work, okay? A little bit of the work. But yeah, I mean, I wanted to do it to make it sound really like, oh, I can really play this in my car. I don't want to be like, those little teeny bop songs or whatever. But I think I'll just say this, right?
What?
I'll just say this.
Pat yourself on the back. Go ahead. Do it.
The song, it's good. It's not in alphabetical order, but at the same time, you gotta appreciate it.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Okay.
I do.
That's all.
Do you have
I
a
risked
few...
my case.
Listen. I'm still upset with you, but I hear what you're saying. Do you think you have a future?
Still upset.
I am. I'm very upset about this. Do you think you have a future in making educational videos, like rap songs that
I
kids?
thought about it.
You should totally do it.
I thought about it.
That's your thing.
We'll
It's
see.
one of your things.
We'll
Okay.
see.
Another game. You ready for another game on
Oh gosh.
AfterBuzz TV?
I did
Spotlight on-
horrible, but we'll give it a shot again.
You're awful. It's okay. You have 2 more chances. Second
Okay.
game.
All right, I'll take it.
This is fill in the blank.
Okay.
Fill in the blank.
I can dig it.
Here we go. Super simple, self-explanatory.
All right.
I've always been afraid of
Bees.
people who know me well know.
I'm extremely antisocial.
Oh. For one day only, I would like to switch places with.
Barack.
5 years ago, I was.
A wimp. I'm gonna keep it real.
Okay. And 5 years from now, I will be.
I was gonna say a movie star, but I'm gonna just say an all-around mogul.
A mogul.
Yeah, music, movies, TV shows.
Okay.
It's gonna get done and it's gonna happen real soon. So you better stay tuned.
Okay.
Better stay tuned.
That was better.
It was better.
That was, you got a B.
Man,
You get a B.
I should get an A. Let me get that A minus. Can I at least get an A minus?
We'll see if you can do on the last game.
Okay.
Now,
All right.
let's talk about acting and singing. So obviously we know you as funny guy on Instagram, funny guy on YouTube. Acting and singing are obviously 2 of your passions as well. What do you want to do with your acting career? Like, where do you see yourself going currently and in the future long term for acting?
So I love creating people, creating characters, and putting a dope scenario around them. I'm extremely, I love the those movies where you have to really pay attention to the characters, gestures and and the things that they do and how they act as a person. I just think what's make movies so one of the best, like Friday. Like, that movie is classic. Like, the characters, we all know those people, but the amount of giving that character life and really kind of taking the time out and developing that character, it takes time, and I really like doing that. I love creating characters, like I said, and making really cool stories.
Your characters have they're not really great wigs, but interesting wigs. Where do you buy those wigs?
Amazon.
Really?
Amazon got everything.
Okay.
Everything.
Okay, Amazon. Now, so what television show on Netflix, Hulu, whatever, running currently would you like to see yourself on? Go ahead and let these casting directors out here right now know they need to book you. This is your chance.
All right. I would say Atlanta. I mean, I know it's not on Netflix yet, but man, the way...
It's on FX, though.
It is?
Yeah, it's on FX. Every Tuesday night. Look at me plugging.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, wait.
Atlanta's on FX.
I thought you said Netflix.
What? Netflix, Hulu, anything. Any network.
Yeah, Atlanta, I definitely... Oh, man. Childish Gambino is a freaking genius,
He
man.
is.
The way... Oh, my God, the way he shot it's just so great. What else? I did say I wanted to be on Scandal at one point. I still do. I love that show. What else? I really don't watch TV like that. But definitely, if anything, Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Yes.
All right. Singing is obviously a huge part of who you are.
Oh my gosh, my first love.
Your first. Okay, so what's your favorite song right now?
Grass Ain't
Don't know, other than the song that we open with. That's too easy. Favorite song. Other favorite song.
My mom always played she plays a lot of Brian McKnight, and the first song I really enjoyed listening to because she always played is Still in Love.
Let's hear a little bit of it. I'm listening. Ready?
I think I must be dreaming that you are here with me. I must died and gone to heaven, 'cause it's all that I hope it would be. When the eagles forget how to fly, and it's 20 below in July, and when violets turn red and roses turn blue, I'll be still in love with you.
Lord,
Thank you very much.
Give me a high five, don't let me hang in.
Oh, my fault.
That
I'm
was
sorry.
fantastic.
Thank you. Oh, stop it. I didn't warm up, but sometimes you just got to do it. Leave it in God's hands.
Listen, how do you rate yourself as a singer?
I'm my worst critic.
How do you really rate yourself as a singer?
Like right now, I say I'll probably give it an 8.
But just, okay, maybe in general, if someone said you walked into, I don't know, an A&R, I don't think A&Rs even really exist anymore, but you walked into Warner Brother Records, whatever, you had an opportunity to sing, audition for Kanye, Chance the Rapper.
Oh, man.
And they said to you, I am Chance the Rapper, I am Kanye, I am Childish Gambino, and I said to you, Reggie Couz, as in Couzing, how do you rate yourself as a singer? What would you tell them?
I would say...
You better say a 10.
The whole package, I am a 10.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I create, I write, I do it all.
You write original songs too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I tried. It's more so of like I write something and then I would say, but it sounds okay. Like I said, I'm my worst critic.
Yeah.
So, but for the most part, I definitely, do it all. So whatever's possible, it probably can get done.
Whatever the paycheck is gonna pay you to do.
You hear me?
I can do
You
it.
hear me? You hear me?
Heavy gospel influences, obviously, throughout your Insta post. But you said you didn't grow up in church. You didn't.
No.
So where does this, I don't know, fascination with or preoccupation with gospel music, choirs, preachers, Pastor Riley, Mr. Johnson, where does that come from if that's not how you grew up?
Yeah. Like I said, I'm an observer.
Mm-hmm.
I do a lot of listening and being quiet and just watch how everybody kind of move and kind of do certain things. Like I always find it so funny when I go to like an event or a club or something, and people would literally pay like $20 to sit in the corner, and then they'll pull out their phone every 5 minutes to Snapchat or whatever, and then they go back and look angry. And I'm like, that is so funny the way people operate. And it's kind of weird to kind of see that. It's like, wow, you really came here to look mean and just be on Snapchat and try to make it seem like you having a great time. It's just really weird to me. But I do a lot of like just sitting back and like, what is that guy doing? What is that guy doing? And then like for the most part for me, since I'm so tall, like I feel like everybody's staring at me.
He is tall, by the way. You walked in, I was like,
Yeah, guys, I'm 6'4". I'm not, trying to throw in there because the ladies like tall guys. But for the most part, I feel really like a little bit uncomfortable,
Because you're tall.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then like people know me and stuff like that, and then they're kind of afraid to come up to me and like ask for a photo, and I'm like, I'd love to take a photo with you. Like, don't ever feel like, that you're gonna mess me up or anything. Like, of course I'll take a photo.
What's the most bizarre fan incident you've had since you've become famous?
Yeah. So funny thing, actually, it was like maybe 2 weeks ago. I went to a step show. I was just gonna go there to just kind of.
Where? What campus?
Oh man, what campus was it in Jersey?
Oh, it wasn't out here.
Yeah,
Okay.
It wasn't out here. It was in Jersey. And I went to the step show. I didn't announce me, nothing like that. I was just gonna go in there and see if I could be low key. I went with my friend, and he wanted to link up and stuff like that. So I went there, and I went over to the gym, like across the, from the fraternities and stuff like that, and I heard people like, oh my God, that's him, y'all. Oh my God, girl, that is him. So I'm like, oh my God, the block is hot. So I go over to the fraternity or whatever, say what's up to them, and I go back to the bleachers. This girl literally flew across the court, right? And like, oh my God, I love your videos. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so weird. And people are like, oh, who is this guy? So then like everybody started flocking and was like, oh my gosh, I want a picture, bro. Yo, you funny as hell, man. Yo, keep doing what you're doing. I'm like, yo, that's so crazy. Like, much appreciated. Like, I really kind of don't get out the house like that, but when I do and see the approach and, and influencing people to say like, yo, you know, I really was having a down week, and I watched, you know, your videos, and you really like cheered me up and made me want to kind of do that, what you're doing. And I'm like, yo, that's all I'm trying to do is just inspire.
Yeah. Now, with social media, whether you're a social media celebrity or whether you're just the average Joe, social media oftentimes paints a picture of perfection. You know, you look at people's Instagram posts, their YouTube, their Facebooks, and everyone looks to have the happiest life ever. And especially with someone like you who's a comedian, entertainer, you look like you're always happy. What's a bad day like for you?
See, I'm a Cancer, so I get really...
You're crazy.
Moody.
My mom's a Cancer.
So because, you know, the rising sun is the moon, and, you know, I get really like in a funk. And it's just because that's just the way we are, you know? And I always like, you know, I'll shoot something and I don't really enjoy it, and I'm like, yo, this is ass. Like, what am I doing? And then I get mad at myself, and then like it's just a whole different story. I am a little crazy. Not too much. But for the most part, that's probably the only thing is I get really mad. That's the only thing. I love being Cancer. That's the only thing that gets me really like, the mood changes, man. It's just like, I can't help this.
It's okay. You're psychos. Listen, here.
I'm not psycho, guys.
Yeah, it's okay.
Don't tell them that. Don't tell them that. I'm extremely nice. I'm a nice guy.
You're nice, but you can be a nice psycho.
This is true.
Right, because most creative people,
this
like
is very
Kanye
true.
said it, name me one genius who ain't crazy.
Very true. That is very true. I'll accept that.
You crazy.
I'll accept that.
You crazy.
I'm a little crazy.
As
a
hell.
dash. No, maybe a pint.
But
A quart.
gallon and a half. When do you feel your best?
When do I feel my best?
And not even particularly related to entertainment industry. Maybe it is when you feel your best, but just in general in life, when do you feel your best?
When I feel my best is I know I got like 4 videos and they all heat.
Ooh.
All fire. I know it's gonna be heat.
Okay.
That's like, oh man, I could sit back, watch a little Netflix, do a little Fire TV, Apple TV, and just chill out because I know I got heat in the bag. But what really makes me mad is like, I have a very cool idea. It sounds dope. I shoot it, I edit it, and it's terrible.
And it's terrible.
And it might not be terrible to everybody else, but I'm like, no, do it again, and it better be good. So that's just one of those, you know, those things where like, you know, I gotta stop being hard on myself because I would like send my videos to mom and say like, is this funny? Oh my gosh, it's hilarious. Post it now. Post it now.
Like mom's setting you up for failure.
Right? Like,
Just kidding, mom.
Hey man, it's a business. Can't be just throwing stuff out there.
Now, social issues, really quick. We're going to talk some social issues. Then we're going to
Okay.
do one more game, and then I got to let you go. You know.
Oh no.
I know you want to spend your whole afternoon with me. I know. You can come back though.
I will.
Come back.
Of course.
You did a video with talking about Colin Kaepernick. Was it Pastor Johnson? It was Pastor Johnson, or was it
Yeah.
Mr. Riley? One of those characters talking about Colin Kaepernick. At any rate, you obviously have a consciousness for social issues.
Yes.
Of course, your Instagram videos are funny. You take a serious issue, you know, ridicule it and make it light. But in real life, how do you feel about the movement that
Right.
Colin has started?
Yeah. So, shout out to Colin Kaepernick for one. I believe what he's doing right now is I totally respect it. And his whole point was, and people kind of get it misconstrued about what he's trying to say, is that like right now we're in a time where, you know, it's really has been kind of since America's been born, black people have been, especially black men, has been getting killed and being mistreated, and like, you know, it's simple as, you know, putting my hands up and I'm still a threat. You know, it's like, it sucks that I have to see my brothers, you know, getting killed off of, you know, silly stuff like, you know, it's just unfair. It's not equal. But his whole point is, you know, why stand up for a flag for number one? You know, I think it's the third verse of it. It's really kind of disrespecting slaves.
The third verse talks about how not even slaves could escape what America was doing at the time.
Right. And it's still a part of the song. We just don't sing it, you know? And I never knew that until he brung it to my attention. So I was like, wow, like what, if that's how they really think of us, then why should we stand? You know, like it's kind of like a like kind of disrespectful to, you know, what my ancestors have been through and stuff like that, just for wanting to have freedom, you know? And we had to do a lot to get that, and we're still getting, you know, we're still back at square one. But for the most part, I really do appreciate him doing that and bringing it to attention to kind of help people understand what the song is really about, you know? So that's what I have to say. I mean, you know, of course it's terrible what's happening to us, and, you know, I just think at this point we got to come up with some real solutions and some real, you know, let's get down to it, because, I mean, as much as I love the hashtag, you know,
as much as you love waking up to a new hashtag every day.
And the don't shoot and
Louise,
stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that people are doing it and, you know, getting the word out so everybody can know what's going on, but we really got to do something.
Yeah.
You know, take some real action. So for the most part, yeah, you know, that's how I feel about it.
I like it. And I like that you, as a social media influencer, use your platform to, you know, to pick fun of it, fun at it, but, you know, still
bring it to the attention, you know. So
one more game.
Oh God.
One more game.
What game? What type of game this is?
So this might be a combination game. We'll see.
Oh gosh.
I have 2 more games actually. I think we only have time to do one more. Okay. This game is called Would You Rather. Again, you must answer quickly.
I can do this.
Can you?
This is easy.
I don't know, y'all, cause
man, this is easy. I'm gonna get an A on this one.
Okay. Would you rather lose your sight or lose your voice?
Lose my sight.
Would you rather have an average on-camera career or a wildly successful behind-the-camera career?
Probably average. I'll probably take average, honestly.
Wow, okay. Would you rather be trapped in a room full of cockroaches or garden snakes?
Ooh, I gotta do the cockroaches. Hell no. Hell no. Oh. Can't do that. I can't do damn snakes. Nah.
Garden snakes don't bite though.
I'll take the roaches for 300. Get that. You ain't gonna get me out there like that. You gotta sleep. You gotta sleep in that house.
I mean, yeah.
Nope.
Roaches.
Let me get them cockroaches.
Okay. Would you rather lose your phone or lose your wallet?
My phone.
Really?
You could always get a new phone if you got a wallet. I got my credit cards.
True.
I got my cash. I got my identification.
Okay.
I lose the phone. That's nothing.
Okay. Now, this is going to be a quick game.
Okay.
So this is a 2-part game. Favorites. Favorite comedian.
Kevin Hart.
Favorite talk show host.
I'll say TD Jakes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite actor.
Favorite actor has got to be Will Smith.
Favorite rapper.
Favorite rapper is Kanye West.
Favorite restaurant in New Jersey.
I mean, it's kind of everywhere, but I love the Cheesecake Factory.
Okay. I like that. Favorite hiking trail in Los Angeles.
Favorite hiking trail? I've never been to a hiking trail, but I'll just say something that sounds cool. The Epidermic Trail. I think that's amazing. I love that trail.
Oh, yeah, no.
It sounds like a trail, though. Like, come on, you got to give me some points.
No points. Favorite NBA player.
Favorite NBA player, probably Kyrie.
Favorite Kardashian.
Favorite Kardashian, Khloe.
Really? Well, you follow her on Instagram. You follow Kylie, too. I was stalking you. Okay. Before we go, tell me what you want to do as far as giving back to the community. How do you want your platform, your fame, your celebrity to be a positive influence to people who follow you?
I talk about this to my mom all the time. I want to make especially creative Black people, because it's just amazing how, like, we can literally take nothing into something. Like, we can almost kind of any bad situation, like, but that's just us, though.
That's been us.
We take any bad situation and make it good, you know. I want to definitely have a platform for giving people, you know, if you have creative ideas or if you're a dope director or you're a photographer, I want to give those people opportunities to really get their art out, you know, because we kind of, you know, especially artists and stuff like that, we don't really kind of cherish, since everything's moving so fast, you know, like my videos, like, oh yeah, like when you're gonna post more, I'm like, no, I want you guys to enjoy this one, because I think, you know, I made it specifically for long term. You know what I'm saying? You can go back at it and you can still laugh at it. Sometimes I go down my page and laugh, like, oh my gosh, this is so hilarious. But I want to make a platform for, you know, for people of color to kind of get their ideas out for whatever, you know, they want to do. And I want to have the, you know, be that person to kind of push the go button and really support it.
Like the new Kevin Hart.
Yeah, pretty
Kevin
much.
Hart.
Shout out to Kevin Hart. I see what he doing out there. The Heartbeat Digital,
Heartbeat, yeah.
so dope. Definitely got his new little comedy special.
Yeah.
I gotta go see that.
Are you working on anything currently? But I mean, of course, you're
I'm actually trying to get started on really kind of shooting a pilot for one of my characters. So that's just kind of the most part of just really getting it together, get a group of people, and kind of get it done.
Okay. And one more thing I forgot to ask you earlier. Do you read your comment section?
Absolutely.
And do you, like, how do you handle negativity in your comment section?
At first I was doing that, responding to negative comments, but I look at it this way, right? I never had anybody approach me and say your videos suck. You know what I'm saying? I never had that. But the only thing that I do get is like, oh my gosh, I love what you're doing. You're so inspirational. I like that more than, I really don't take the internet seriously because everybody has an opinion.
That's true.
You're entitled to one.
Right.
You know, you can say whatever you want now. But I get like really mad. It's like, oh man, you don't do this, you don't know nothing. I took like 5 hours to do this. Like, man, if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. If you don't, you don't. So that's why, you know, I just kind of I really don't reply to a lot of comments. I just kind of just look at them and just see what people think about it.
Let it ride.
Yeah. But for the most part, yeah, I mean, you know, everybody's got opinion.
Leave our fans with some words of wisdom. Favorite quote, favorite Bible verse, favorite inspirational thought, whatever you want to tell our people.
Okay, I'll tell you this. If you're waiting on someone to help you put something together and you don't believe in yourself yet, take the time and really do it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Reggie Couz.
Reggie Couz.
Do you dance when you eat a piece of food, like after you haven't eaten all day?
I can't dance, but I do dance a lot.
Do you dance when you like put the first taste of food in your mouth?
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, like that little girl. Oh my gosh, I forgot where I saw it from, but she was like, she was getting it. Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, that's so adorable.
1.2 million followers on Instagram, hundreds of thousands of followers on YouTube. You are continuing to rise. Thank you for sitting down with me on AfterBuzz TV. Spotlight on. I'm Erica Renee Davis. You can find me on Snapchat, sometimes Periscope, Twitter, Instagram, Insta Story at Erica Renee D. Tell the people where they can find you, Reggie.
You can find me on Instagram, Reggie, ReggieCouz. On Instagram, Twitter, Vine, YouTube, everything is Reggie Couz. I'm making it really easy for y'all, so go ahead and follow.
Follow this guy. He's funny. He's smart. Thank you guys for watching us on AfterBuzz TV. Spotlight on. Until next time.
All
See
right,
ya.
thank you for having me.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.